whatever, but it's a great pick for Delight. The Rumble left until the final pick.
I mean, there's so much setup for the equalizer, and they have great poke. I really like this draft here for HANWHA Life Esports.
Kind of surprised they didn't ban it, you know?
So, BDD's laughing. MALZAHAR! What? Well, I thought he might have had something prepared that was a little bit unusual, but I thought it was going to be something that we could have considered to be in the realm of, like, at least fringe meta. Okay. Well, this is certainly one way to stop a Wukong from Konash, I guess. You pillar somebody, you lock them down, you got side lane power, you got a Gwen on your team as well.
Yeah, it's...
Jhin follows up from forever away.
It's great with Trundle and Jhin for sure. It's not meta for a reason. I feel like he could...
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Okay, well, he has that bubble around him.
He does.
So that means he can't be hurt.
Well, standard, and it works really well together. I think they do, yeah. But there are some strong parts.
Okay, hold on. There's a big dive opportunity here.
We're just flashing on the Wukong. Not really going to happen, but there's 4 of them down in the bottom lane. Perfect here as well. And Peter trying to take this one up. It's not going to happen. And Zeus, he says, how about a no diving sign for you guys? Because he is going to live for now. We do have a redive brewing, as now Peter can't quite tank it, so it's just going to be him getting the stun. Duckdom tanks up a shot, and first blood is given over to Perfect.
And Peanut has to be really careful about it. But that's it's still a big win for KT. It took a lot of time. At the same time, though, well...
What is going on?
Okay, that was...
Pressure relief ult, more than anything else.
Yeah, no, it's... I mean, I think it was a cool little tempo ult there. But what he could do in fights is lock down any single target with that ultimate. And obviously put his little, are they called voidlings? I don't even know what they're...
I think so.
Yeah, well, let's just call them voidlings for the sake of...
Let's call them zerglings.
Maybe.
Yeah. On in, trying to make sure they get at least one. There is the lockdown, as it does go to the Trundle. Peanut locked in, the silence going down. Delight in a bit of trouble, has to flash away, but the flash follow from the red buff Trundle. And Delight eventually gets chomped, and eventually does go down. So KT, they pick up one of the grubs to get the second one, and a kill.
So I guess, you know what, Valdez?
What?
MALZAHAR looks pretty viable, you know?
He's good in the early to mid game before they pay their QSS tax.
All you gotta do is go into the pit, okay, or to the objective. Right? You don't even have to be fully in the pit. You just have to be near the jungler. You lock them down. You don't kill them.
Yeah, Zeus is too low.
He doesn't have his ult.
That's a lot of voidlings coming in as Zeka gonna avoid the silence and just die anyway. Solo kill from BDD.
Zeus?
On his MALZAHAR.
Okay, Zeus gets out at the same time. But hey, you know, you get those Zeka.
They really want to get Perfect here, and they're not going to. But big rotation comes up. TP from BDD up here, and they're going to get this first turret down. It looks like. Okay, that's
who's getting ulted?
It's a jump of the Dom. He's respecting a lot of the dives. He hasn't died again to the Rumble. Peter's, disengage cone gets punished, and he'll have to go for the flash. So that will make me happy. And now HANWHA Life Esports might just be able to get a free objective as down goes Peter. And yeah, they're going to get the Rift Herald here.
So Peter could have just played for to get in here and control this prio. They're even going to drop the Herald right now to make sure that this dragon is 100% on lockdown for them.
Yeah, they're trying to push to the tri-push as well, showing a lot of presence.
Not quite enough damage to take out the turret, but it's so much control here for this HANWHA Life composition that has Viper who could just poke. As KT struggle to approach, you can see they just don't have a lot of information. Cuz denied on the flank.
He's taking a bunch of damage, has to go for the subjugate already, but there's the lockdown on the Annie! And down he goes again, but meanwhile, Peter just runs into 4 of them. Not sure what that was about. A zoning Peter, but it is going to be the Ocean Dragon.
Across the map, Perfect doesn't have TP, he's rushing over here. HANWHA Life, it's a pretty safe take here. Let's see how the turn looks.
It doesn't feel like they're that confident themselves.
Yeah, they're
Kinda, like, pulled it over.
angle, but BDD has his shield.
Yeah, kind of looks like they want to turn, and there you go. They're going to break down the shield, but the follow-up is pretty late. Peanut finally gets in there, but immediately he gets shut down, and knocked away goes the MALZAHAR, but Peanut's already dead! And now the rest of the team follows up. Zeka, super low on health, gets taken out, and KT gonna get through this fight ahead just barely. You can see that Viper's got a lot of health himself, but the man advantage goes to KT.
They can't quite keep the Otacon interested there. If it stays at 7K, it's a free Otacon for them, but now we're going to see HANWHA Life look for the contest. Perfect with the dodge.
I mean, this is
a lot of damage.
A lot of damage. I don't think they can do this one.
It reset. If they could have... you were out there.
He's been a bit out there. Even Needle's going to come down, and the cone is denied once again. The happiest day for Valdez. No disengaged cones in this game of League of Legends, and it's a kill here.
Into the inner, but he didn't have TP, so he can't come down. All he could do is push up a little bit and go, well, that's kind of the end of that. And so Peanut's attempt to grab Scuttle Vision for the Dragon gets punished, and so it's the second death of the game. Viper is ready to fight. But yeah, Peanut down, Dragon down. We're now tied up 2 Drakes apiece. I think Peanut, when Peanut tries to engage, like that works. You know, that's good enough. As we are going to see HANWHA Life Esports try to start this up. Perfect does have TP. Zeus, of course, could match him here. I think this is a very risky take attempt for HLE.
This is just desperate. They're trying to collapse on a VDD. That's not going to work. And he's like, I don't even want to use my ult on a Delight. Because now the TP's coming in, but Peter's dead. Maybe should have ulted Delight. Would have been a free kill. Instead, they're going to lose their support.
This is where Perfect has to do that damage, because there's just not enough consistent damage in this comp here for KT. If they're going to win this fight, he needs to close that gap. Otacon not resetting this time.
All right, Jhin ult's going to open up. The equalizer is pretty good right on top of the Jhin, and it will be smited down by Peanut. Meanwhile, the ult comes out from BDD, and he does get the kill, but Peanut's right there this time around. The follow-up so much quicker from him. As now the second Cyclone going to be huge as well. Keeps them both around, gets Cuz. And finally, Peanut shows up, and HANWHA Life Esports take a big lead.
Great call on the Otacon here for HANWHA Life Esports. They had all the tools to try to deny KT entry, and they're going to go for the double here. Otacon into Baron, and there's just no stopping this. Peter doesn't even have unsealed on.
He got a kill.
He did it.
He finally did it.
Finally,
congrats to Peanut.
So this is just, I mean, Peter, you still don't have Smite.
This is not Old Rel.
This is a Gwen who is stunned and pushed out. Yeah, Peter, it was a cool idea, but did very little.
Yeah. I like Zeus' call there to just run straight at the MALZAHAR. He knew he was going to be ulted, right? But he just put up the Flame Spitter. He's like, okay, you want to ult me, you're going to take a ton of damage too. This time my team will actually follow up.
This is not a replay.
Cyclone comes in, and Perfect is donezo. As a nice setup there from the side of Peanut. Well, Duck Dom is very fast. He's got his teammates nearby. I think he should be okay, but still, HANWHA taking a big leap into the lead with this one, looking for the inner top turret.
I think they might get more than this inner. Like, BDD doesn't have TP. He's going to have to slow recall after he takes out this turret. It's not even a bounty turret. HANWHA Life Esports do back for some reason. Is gone.
Yeah. Half is gone. Pillars are going down, but this Drake is going to be pretty interesting to flash once again onto the Annie. But Zeka's going to live, and the follow-up from the Wukong is just insane. Perfect does get in the backline, but it's too little and too late. HANWHA Life Esports crush the fight, and they'll take this free Drake on top of it.
He's the taunt button. Like, everyone on KT is trying to figure out how to engage on him, as Cuz is going to feel good about fighting a Poppy 1v1.
Yeah, not sure about this decision for Delight, but getting a bit overconfident potentially. Chains come down. Nice look here from the side of Viper. He just is not missing in this game.
It's not over, Valdez, but let's see how this fight looks.
All right,
Zeus the
press
target.
your button on a Zeus and say you didn't pay your taxes. Takes him out. And now the follow-up from Peanut is a little bit slow. Doesn't really do much. Takes a ton of damage. Cuz going in, looking for the snipe. And so is Duck Dom. Not quite going to find it. Nearly gets it. And KT are winning a fight up, or rather down, 7,000 gold.
And then I get a turret bounty here as well with this big wave. I think they certainly will. Zeka caught, has to flash.
flashes the silence damage. That's incredible. And he's Annie for it all game long.
He can cleanse, you know, to close the gap.
Yeah. Well, might end up just being a little flip. We do have the equalizer down now and a bunch of damage going in. The pop down as well, and he just targets the Wukong, but it goes to the forest anyway! And that is going to be gigantic. The Ocean Soul and the fight going heavily to the side of HANWHA Esports. They couldn't quite deny HANWHA on this play.
Viper's like, do I have to do everything? 906.
Actually, though,
like,
he does.
literally, he did everything. 15 out of 17 KP. I mean, Zeus did a lot, actually, in that fight, to be fair. Viper did kill the dragon. Got some last hits there, but, you know, Zeus, he was the target, doing a ton of damage on the side there. BD, the only one alive, the only one with the gold lead, the only one in 2025 who thinks MALZAHAR is still relevant, but KT will lose this first game.
We'll see if they can hold on, but BDD does not have his flash button. The exhaust comes down, and that'll be lights out, and Viper picks up yet another one. As down will go this Nexus. HANWHA Esports seemingly back after their loss to Genji, looking much better in this first game, at least, as Viper.
Mid lane. And BDD, he did a lot of damage, but they didn't do a lot of winning.
Yep, no win for KT just yet. Viper.
This is a bold call, though, the blind Jace, when, you know, Perfect's performances haven't really been strong since the end of regular season, or rather the end of round 2. Like, Road to MSI, he fumbled there.
Cassante.
It's going to be a strong matchup into Cassante in the early laning phase, but Cassante is quite strong into Jace when we get to later on in the game, and also isn't going to care if he gets shoved or cataclysmed. He just really doesn't mind because he's so tanky.
Yeah, he's got ways to, you know, pull people out of it if he needs to.
I think this is a great shout from Zeus to say, look, I'll be a brick wall.
Yeah.
We have a really strong 2-item spike with the Corki. We have decent peel with this Azir, and we have oodles of engage.
Yeah, Cassante's been slowly creeping up the tier list, it does feel like. I'm not... This Jace, though, that felt like, okay, Perfect saying for game number 2. All right, game number 2. Game 1 had the weird pick, the MALZAHAR. If you missed it, BDD. You have to be an adult, but actually to just watch it, witness it, you don't have to.
Yeah,
you don't have to be an adult. So I was thinking 20 years or something, but no, it's going to happen.
I mean, I hope League lasts forever. Obviously, it's my career, it's my job. You know, it's how I put food on the table and stuff. But like, I don't know, man. All I can think about right now is BDD.
I wonder why. Outside of, okay, little sweep here on a BDD. And he has a lot of people around him. He elects not to flash as he says, I'm going to die anyway. Very smart from him. No, he gets punished big time. So nice little bit about Sivir. You and I are big Sivir fans nowadays.
I am down to pivot to Sivir Glaze cast, but hold on. Maybe we have a little fight here.
The flank? Okay, we're going very deep for Zeka, who just pushes him away. Cuz very low. Has to flash out of here. Peanut getting pretty low himself, though. Has to flash out. Viper finally going to join with this fight, but it just looks like HANWHA are going to push them out. Still, you know, they're going to get 2 grubs. It's still like the same outcome, even if there wasn't a fight.
Yeah, Cuz did have to flash, unfortunately. Peanut will flash in return, but, you know, I think that's a relatively even exchange. Obviously, the Jarvan is very mobile even without flash, but Esports do have Cryo, as BDD could Weaver's Wall in. Instead, he's trying to save Perfect.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a bait the whole way through, as here comes the wall.
Are they going to hard force the end?
Yes.
Yes.
Flash on in. Little knockback. Unstoppable because he's Cassante. And you cannot stop him.
Now, by the way, Zeka is here with ult.
Yeah, BDD does not have flash, so yeah, he's dead. And also a kill onto the Jace. So KT little flight over to Vietnam or something.
There just wasn't enough time between the events.
Yeah. Peter's in there, and he is going to have to ult. He's getting quite low. Look at the soldier just chipping away. I mean, they almost killed him just like that. Now Duck Tom's like, surely I can save you. And I think, oh, okay, in goes Delight, and down goes Delight. Okay.
Don't steal the kill from Duckers, cuz!
Yeah.
Simmer Pryo, let's hold this Drake. They're gonna have to face check.
Yep, Delight doesn't have his flash either, but he is Rakan. He's going to charm everybody up and get away. Unless Cuz has something to say about it. No, he dashes away from the spear and finally dies to the flag. But you only got Rakan for all real.
He's clearly the Rakan Slayer. He said, not slippery enough to get away from me. And then the rest of the KT team falls apart and dies. Peter's this the angle?
I mean, he's just turning this one around on them. Like, B has to flash away from him. Viper goes in. That's a kill for him. Make it number 2.
Just give Viper the bomb. And let's just...
they didn't play well.
Yeah, maybe they were jet lagged against AL as well.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, aggro flash.
The Talia build does not give you that much damage at this point in the game.
Well, he went unstoppable for the shove, and then he dashed over the rocks. So Zeus does get stunned by something. A little bit of a chase on the Delight. It's just
I saw the angles. I was emotional. I thought HANWHA's performances left me feeling
they beat them in round 2, and HANWHA was doing a lot better, okay?
I was wrong.
Definitely an angle for KT to win this one, but it's just not meant to be.
I let my hate
trying to make something happen on this Otacon. Getting some of those resistances taken away. They don't seem to care, though. This is going to be up to Cuz to look for the steal.
Where's the wall?
Not going to go for the wall as Zeus gets pushed over the wall himself, and they just get the Otacon. Zeus, though, is going to be taken out, and now the re-engage comes in from the side of KT. Peanut is going to knock him away. As BDD cannot do anything. They go all in on a Xinjiao, and now they will be punished as Zeka gets one. He is very low, but still is going to get it as everybody explodes at the same time. Pretty incredible stuff. It's now BDD. Might die to Delight here. 1 kill would do it. He's just going to auto him to death. As that is true. Oh man, true aura farming from Delight.
True aura farming. He's been doing it all game long.
Just give Viper the POM though.
Yeah.
Like, let's go. Come on.
There's a bounty to be collected. There's a bounty to be collected.
Yeah, just get it. Just get it. Yeah, just commit. And they are going to, although Zeus doesn't seem to really care about that. Gonna pull him all the way over the wall. Duck Tom a bit alone, but will he die though? The knockup comes back. Delight! He finally does go down to Delight. This just makes so much sense in this game. Zeus still alive. Get your Cassante copy pastas out, as this is just ridiculous. They can't kill him. They can't do it. Okay, they did it. Delight now alone. He's gonna hop away as the rocks are a little bit late. And Zeka's, yeah, okay, I'm killing the turret.
He does that because he knows the observers are showing that he's still getting value despite the shenanigans. He's like, and the observers should be panning right about now.
It was perfectly timed. And this fight could still be won by Peanut.
Peanut, we're going in deep. Yeah. We're going in very deep.
He's got Delight with him. BDD is just not farmed enough. He can't do enough damage. Peanut's like, Peanut's like, okay, I got to set up to go on to Leah next. Yeah, Delight just comes back. Okay, very nice shove, though, and Peanut might be in a bit of trouble this time, as Cuz will take the kill once.
Cuz keeps stealing the kills, man.
Assassin Rakan.
He's just dodging the Alistair.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Peter in a lot of trouble here. He just dies to the true damage of the Corki. See you later.
Is a Fountain Laser already in this game. So is Zeka, and this Baron is already gone.
Yeah, pretty much. They're just going to go for the turn, though, instead. Cuz is taxied out of this one. Zeka, he says, the hell with the Baron. I want to get more kills. I only have, what, like 5? Need a bit more. Ooh! A little lethal tempo, a little bullet over the top was not enough with the barrier in the way. And they did get the Baron after all.
They still did get the Baron. They only split half off the Baron for the turn. The rest stayed and took it out. KT, the Nexus is alive. And that's really
it would be like, okay, gotta buy those Cassante stocks right now.
Yeah.
Or you might even be too late. Like, it might have already surged up. Might have jumped up like 5% already.
BD looking locked in on the player cam. He's got maybe the last flank angle of the game here to potentially find something if he can get a Weaver's Wall to cut this team off or cut them in half on their retreat. But unlike Esports are going to play respectfully, they obviously want to use this Baron to get an inhibitor, but they're not going to risk control over the game over it when they can just go back and take Infernal Soul for free, which is more permanent of a win than an inhibitor itself. And Zeka's like Sun Disc turret OP.
I don't think he was paying attention. He was just like hitting the Sun turret, talking to his teammates, and nearly died to Zeka. And
dying to Zeka. No.
Zeka, it feels like he's so desperately trying to get more kills.
There's that Weaver's Wall.
But he just can't. He just can't do it. 5 is going to be where he's stopped. As okay, little shutdown on a 2, and there you go, Zeka. You finally found the angle to pick up some more, but all the kills went to Viper anyway. Just give this man the palm, and maybe just give him the penta on top of it, as he'll pick up the Quadra. And I don't think BDD has any reasons to give it over, though he will try to stop this wave from pushing in and ending the game.
Double cannon minion means I don't think he can, though.
That's on in, and there it is. The penta comes through. Another one today. The penta kill for Viper. Just give this man the palm right now.
All right, Valdez. Look at what I'm doing. I'm picking up the palm selection